He wanted her in his bed without a ring. Then pushed the Apache woman to the ground. Maya grew up in a small community where everyone knew each other's names, stories, and families. The streets were not busy like in the city, but they were full of life. People walked slowly, greeting each other with warm smiles. Children played outside until the sun went down, and elders sat on porches sharing memories and advice. Maya's world was calm, familiar, and safe. She loved how her community felt like a large family where people looked out for one another. Her family was close. Her mother, Elena, was a quiet but strong woman. She worked hard every day, making sure the home was clean and the children had what they needed. Her father, Louis, was a gentle man who loved to tell stories about their ancestors. Maya's older brother, Daniel, was protective and always tried to keep Maya out of trouble. They were not rich, but they had enough. They had love, respect, and a strong connection to their culture. Maya learned from a young age that her heritage was something to be proud of. She listened carefully when elders spoke about traditions, dances, and ceremonies. She loved hearing stories about the Apache people and their history. She felt a deep sense of belonging, and she wanted to carry that pride into everything she did. Her family taught her that respect was not just a word, but a way of life. Respect for elders, respect for family, and respect for herself. Maya was also a bright student. She loved reading and learning new things. School was not always easy, but she worked hard. She had big dreams. She wanted to go to college one day and build a future that could help her family. She imagined a life where she could work in a field that mattered, where she could make a difference. Sometimes, when she was alone, she would picture herself standing on a stage, receiving a diploma, and feeling proud of what she had achieved. But even with her dreams, Maya was still young and curious. She wanted to experience life outside her small community. She wanted to meet new people and see what the world looked like beyond the familiar streets she knew so well. She often wondered what it would be like to travel, to live in a city, or to study far away. These thoughts excited her, but they also made her nervous. She knew that leaving home would mean stepping into the unknown. Maya's friends often talked about boys, love, and future plans. They shared secrets and laughed together. Some of them were already dating, while others were still waiting for the right person. Maya was not in a hurry. She wanted to find someone who would respect her and value her dreams. She did not want a relationship that would only cause problems or take away her independence. One afternoon, at a community event, Maya met a man named Aaron. He was not from her community, and that made him stand out. He was tall, well-dressed, and confident. He spoke in a friendly way and seemed interested in everything she said. When he smiled, it felt like he was trying to show her that he cared. At first, Maya was cautious. She had heard stories about people who pretended to be kind but had other intentions. She did not want to be fooled. But Aaron seemed different. He asked questions about her life, her family, and her dreams. He listened carefully, and he never interrupted her. He was polite and respectful. Maya felt comfortable talking to him. He spoke about his own life too, sharing small details that made him seem honest. He told her he had moved to the area for work and was trying to learn more about the community. He seemed genuinely interested in learning about her culture, and that made Maya feel special. As the days passed, Aaron continued to visit the community events. He would always look for Maya, and when he found her, he would greet her warmly. He began to bring small gifts, like a book or a snack, and he always thanked her for talking with him. Maya began to trust him. She started to believe that maybe, just maybe, he could be someone she could rely on. Maya's friends noticed the attention Aaron was giving her. Some of them warned her to be careful. They told her not to rush into anything. They reminded her that not everyone had good intentions. Maya listened, but she also felt a desire to believe in the kindness she saw in Aaron. She wanted to think that he was different from the others. She wanted to believe that he could be the kind of person who would support her dreams. Soon, Aaron asked Maya if she wanted to go out with him. It was a simple question, but it made her heart beat faster. She thought about her family, her friends, and her dreams. She thought about the future and what it could look like. After a moment of thinking, she agreed. She told herself that she could take it slow and see how things went. She did not want to make any promises, but she also did not want to close the door to something that could be good. Their first date was simple. They went to a small cafe near the community center. Aaron talked about his work, his life, and his goals. Maya listened and shared her own dreams. They laughed and felt comfortable around each other. At the end of the evening, Aaron walked Maya home and thanked her for spending time with him. He told her he enjoyed her company and hoped they could meet again. Maya returned home feeling happy but also nervous. She did not want to disappoint her family. She wondered if her parents would approve. She knew her family valued respect and honesty, and she hoped Aaron would show those qualities. That night, she told her mother about the date. Alina listened carefully and asked a few questions. She did not react with anger or excitement. Instead, she spoke calmly, reminding Maya to be careful and to trust her instincts. She told her daughter that love should never make her feel unsafe or pressured. Maya continued to see Aaron. They spent time talking, laughing, and learning about each other. Aaron seemed to be very attentive. He often complimented her, saying she was smart, beautiful, and special. He made her feel like she was the only person who mattered. Maya enjoyed the attention. It made her feel confident and wanted. As their relationship grew, Aaron began to talk about the future. He spoke about traveling, moving to a new city, and starting a new life. He asked Maya if she would like to be a part of that life. Maya listened, feeling both excited and uncertain. She liked the idea of a new adventure, but she also knew she had responsibilities and dreams she did not want to give up. Aaron started to ask Maya to spend more time with him alone. He suggested they go to places where no one would see them. At first, Maya thought it was normal. She believed he wanted to be close to her. She told herself that this was just part of dating. She believed that if he truly cared for her, he would respect her boundaries. But as time passed, Aaron's behavior began to change. He became more intense. He wanted to talk all the time and know where Maya was at every moment. He started to ask questions that made her feel uncomfortable. He would become quiet and distant when she did not respond quickly. Maya tried to ignore these signs. She told herself that maybe he was just worried about her. She told herself that she was overthinking. Still, Maya felt a small voice inside her telling her to be careful. She remembered her mother's advice and the warnings from her friends. She did not want to ruin what could be a good relationship, but she also did not want to lose herself in the process. She wanted to stay true to her values and her dreams. One evening, after a community gathering, Aaron walked Maya home again. The air was cool and the sky was filled with stars. Maya felt calm and safe. Aaron talked about how much he enjoyed being with her. He said he felt like they had a special connection. Maya smiled and listened. Then Aaron said something that made Maya pause. He told her he wanted them to be closer, and he said it in a way that made it sound like he expected her to agree. He mentioned being together without any promises or commitment. Maya felt her heart tighten. She did not like the idea. She believed in love that was honest and respectful. She believed in a relationship where both people felt safe and valued. Maya looked at Aaron and tried to respond carefully. She told him that she wanted to take things slowly and that she wanted respect. She said she did not want to rush into anything. Aaron nodded, but his expression did not change. He smiled, but Maya could sense something different in his eyes. She felt a small wave of worry. She wondered if she had made a mistake by trusting him. That night, Maya went to bed with her mind full of questions. She thought about her dreams, her family, and her future. She wondered if she had chosen the right path. She wondered if she had trusted the wrong person. But she also told herself that she deserved to be loved in a way that made her feel safe. She promised herself that she would listen to her heart and protect her own peace. After that night, Maya felt uneasy for several days. She tried to ignore the worry inside her, but it kept growing. Every time Aaron called, she felt a little more tension. She wanted to believe he was kind and that he cared for her. But she also remembered his words and the way he looked at her when he talked about being close without commitment. It did not feel right to her. She had always believed that love should be based on trust, respect, and a shared future. Maya began to notice small changes in Aaron's behavior. He started to ask her to meet him more often. He would text her constantly, even when she was busy with school or family. When she did not respond quickly, he would send multiple messages, asking why she was not replying. Sometimes he would call her and say he was worried. Other times he would sound angry, as if she had done something wrong. Maya tried to stay calm. She told herself that he might just care too much. She told herself that she could handle it. One afternoon, Maya was at school when she received a message from Aaron. He wanted to meet her after class. Maya felt a knot in her stomach. She knew that meeting him alone might lead to pressure. She thought about her friends, warnings, and her mother's advice. She did not want to cause a problem, but she also did not want to disappoint him. She decided to meet him in a public place, near the community center where there were always people around. When Maya arrived, Aaron was already there. He looked happy to see her. He smiled and walked toward her with a confident step. For a moment, Maya felt relieved. He seemed normal. He greeted her warmly and asked how her day was. They talked for a while and it felt like the old days. Maya began to relax. She started to think that maybe she had been overthinking things. But then, the conversation changed. Aaron began to talk about the future again, and this time he sounded more serious. He told Maya that he wanted her to be with him, but he did not want any rules or promises. He said he did not want to get married or make any serious commitment. He told her that he wanted to enjoy the moment without thinking about tomorrow. Maya listened carefully. She tried to keep her voice steady. She told him that she believed in a relationship where both people respected each other and shared a future. She told him that she was not comfortable with his idea. Aaron's expression changed. He looked disappointed. He told her that she was being too serious and that she should be more relaxed. He said she was making the relationship complicated. Maya felt a sharp feeling in her chest. She wondered why he was acting like this. She wondered why he could not understand her feelings. She tried to explain again, but Aaron did not listen. He continued to push his idea. Maya felt a sense of fear growing inside her. She realized that Aaron was not hearing her. He was trying to force his own wishes on her. She thought about her family and her values. She thought about the way she wanted to live her life. She did not want to lose herself in a relationship that did not respect her. She decided to stand firm. She told Aaron that she could not accept his idea and that she needed to go home. Aaron's face turned serious. He asked her why she was leaving. He told her that he was not happy with her decision. Maya felt her heart beat faster. She could feel the tension rising. She tried to stay calm and not make the situation worse. She told him that she needed to think about things and that she would talk to him later. As she started to walk away, Aaron reached out and grabbed her arm. Maya felt a sudden rush of fear. She stopped and turned around. She asked him to let go. Aaron's grip tightened. Maya could feel the anger in his eyes. She felt trapped. She realized that he was not going to let her leave easily. People around them started to notice. Some looked concerned while others kept walking. Maya felt embarrassed. She did not want anyone to see her in that moment. She felt ashamed that she was being treated like this. She tried to pull her arm away, but Aaron held on tightly. She felt her heart pounding. She wondered what to do next. Maya remembered her brother's advice. He had always told her that she should never let anyone control her. She thought about her mother's words too, about respect and safety. She took a deep breath and tried to speak in a strong voice. She told Aaron that she wanted to leave and that he needed to let her go. She said she would not accept being controlled. Aaron finally released her arm. He looked at her with a strange expression. It was as if he was disappointed, not angry. He told her that she was making him feel bad and that she was ruining everything. Maya felt a wave of relief that he had let her go. She walked away quickly, trying to keep her composure. When she reached home, Maya's hands were shaking. She felt both relieved and frightened. She sat down and tried to calm herself. Her mother noticed something was wrong. Elena asked her what had happened. Maya told her everything, from the moment Aaron began to pressure her until the moment he grabbed her arm. She did not leave out any details. Elena listened carefully, her face showing concern. She did not yell or panic. Instead, she asked Maya if she was okay and if she wanted to talk more about it. Maya nodded. She told her mother that she felt scared and confused. She said she did not know what to do. Elena hugged her and told her that she was proud of her for standing up for herself. She reminded Maya that she did not have to accept anyone's pressure or disrespect. Maya's father, Louis, also joined the conversation. He was quiet at first, but his eyes showed that he was worried. He told Maya that she had done the right thing by leaving and that she should never let anyone treat her like that. He told her that her safety was the most important thing. He also reminded her that her dreams and her future mattered. After that day, Maya began to think more seriously about her relationship with Aaron. She realized that she could not ignore the signs anymore. She understood that Aaron was not respecting her boundaries. She understood that he was trying to control her. She felt sad because she had once believed he was kind. She felt disappointed because she had trusted him. Maya also noticed how her friends reacted. Some of them were supportive and praised her for being strong. Others seemed worried and told her that she should distance herself from Aaron. Maya listened to their advice. She realized that she was not alone. She had people who cared about her and wanted to protect her. Still, Maya felt a mix of emotions. She was angry, sad, and confused. She did not want to hate Aaron, but she also did not want to trust him again. She wondered how someone could change so quickly. She wondered how she could have missed the warning signs. She thought about her dreams and how she did not want anything to ruin her future. One night, as she was lying in bed, Maya thought about the future. She thought about the kind of life she wanted. She imagined herself achieving her goals, going to college, and building a stable future. She realized that she needed to protect her dreams. She understood that a relationship should not take away her power or her voice. She promised herself that she would not allow anyone to control her again. The next day, Maya decided to take a break from seeing Aaron. She told him she needed time to think. She did not want to argue with him again. She did not want to be pressured or controlled. She told him that she needed space. Aaron did not like the idea. He tried to convince her to change her mind. He told her that she was being unreasonable and that he cared for her. Maya stood firm. She told him that she needed time and that she would contact him when she was ready. She did not know if she would ever contact him again, but she knew she needed to protect herself. She felt a sense of strength inside her, even though she was still scared. From that moment, Maya began to focus on her life and her dreams. She spent more time with her family and friends. She continued her studies and worked hard. She began to understand that she did not need someone to define her happiness. She learned that she was strong enough to stand alone, but she also knew that the story was not over. She knew that Aaron might not accept her decision. She knew that he might try to come back into her life. She knew that she needed to stay alert and protect herself. She did not want to live in fear, but she also wanted to be careful. Maya had taken the first step toward protecting herself. She had chosen her safety and her future over someone who did not respect her. She had started to rebuild her confidence. She had learned an important lesson, that love should never be forced and respect should never be optional. After Maya decided to take a break from Aaron, life started to feel calmer for a while. She spent more time with her family and friends, and she focused on her studies. She felt proud of herself for standing up and saying no. She began to think that she might finally be moving forward. But Aaron did not disappear. He continued to reach out to her. At first, his messages were polite. He asked how she was doing and if she had thought about him. Maya ignored most of them. She did not want to respond. She did not want to give him a chance to pull her back into a situation that made her uncomfortable. A few days later, Aaron sent a message that sounded more serious. He wrote that he missed her and that he wanted to talk. He said he understood why she needed space, but he asked her to meet him one more time. He promised he would listen and that he would not pressure her again. Maya read the message carefully. She felt a mix of emotions. She wanted to believe him, but she also felt cautious. Maya decided to talk to her friends about it. She told them what Aaron had said and asked for their advice. They were not happy. They told her that Aaron was trying to control her and that he might not change. They reminded her of the moment he grabbed her arm. They told her that he should not be trusted. Maya listened, but she still felt unsure. She did not want to feel like she was running away from everything. She wanted to feel like she could solve things. Her friends suggested that if she decided to meet him, she should do it in a public place and with someone else nearby. Maya agreed. She decided to meet him at a small cafe near the community center, where there would be people around. She also asked her friend Leela to stay close by, even if she did not join them directly. Leela agreed and promised to keep an eye on the situation. The day of the meeting arrived. Maya felt nervous, but she told herself that she could handle it. She dressed carefully and arrived early. She sat at a table near the window where she could see the entrance. She watched people come and go. She felt the weight of the moment. She wondered what Aaron would say. When Aaron arrived, he looked different. He seemed calmer and his smile looked more sincere. He greeted Maya politely and apologized for the way he had acted before. He said he understood that he had crossed a line and that he was sorry. Maya listened, trying to remain calm. She wanted to believe him. She wanted to believe that he could change. Aaron continued to speak. He said that he truly cared for Maya and that he wanted to build a real relationship with her. He said he was willing to commit and to show respect. Maya felt her heart soften a little. She wanted to believe him. She wanted to believe that this was a new start. But then, Aaron began to talk about their relationship again in a way that made Maya uncomfortable. He told her that he wanted her to trust him completely. He said that if she loved him, she should not question his intentions. He said that love meant giving him what he wanted. Maya felt her stomach tighten. She realized that his words were still trying to control her. Maya tried to explain her feelings again. She told him that trust was earned, not demanded. She told him that love did not mean giving up her own values. She said that she needed respect and honesty. Aaron listened, but he did not seem to understand. He smiled and said that she was being too serious again. Maya felt a wave of sadness. She had hoped this would be the moment where everything changed. She had hoped that he would understand and respect her, but she realized that he was still trying to push his own ideas onto her. She felt disappointed. She felt like she had wasted her time. As the conversation continued, Aaron's tone began to change. He started to talk in a more intense way. He said that if she did not agree with him, he would be hurt. He said that she was making him feel bad. Maya felt her heart sink. She realized that Aaron was trying to use her emotions against her. He was trying to make her feel guilty for saying no. Maya decided she had heard enough. She stood up and told Aaron that she needed to leave. She said she did not want to continue the conversation. She felt the need to protect herself. Aaron looked surprised. He said that she was being unfair. He told her that he had tried to be honest and that she was not giving him a chance. Maya walked toward the door. She felt her friend Leela watching from a distance. She felt comfort in knowing someone was nearby. As she reached the door, Aaron called her name. She turned around. He asked her to stay and talk. He said he wanted to make things right. Maya felt her heart beat faster. She knew that staying would only give him another chance to pressure her. She shook her head and said she was leaving. She stepped outside and walked quickly away from the cafe. She felt the cool air on her face. She felt relief, but she also felt sadness. She realized that this relationship was not going to change. She realized that she could not make someone respect her if they did not want to. That evening, Maya returned home and told her family what had happened. She explained how Aaron had apologized but still tried to control her. Her parents listened carefully. They were proud of her for standing strong. They reminded her that she did not owe anyone her time or her trust. They told her that she deserved someone who would respect her values and her choices. After that, Maya decided to take a stronger step. She blocked Aaron's number and stopped responding to his messages. She told her friends and family not to share her contact information with him. She also asked them to let her know if they saw him around. Maya felt a sense of relief. She felt like she was finally taking control of her life. But Aaron did not accept her decision easily. He began to show up in places where Maya was. He would appear at community events at the market and even near her school. At first, Maya thought it was a coincidence, but after seeing him several times, she realized he was looking for her. He would stand at a distance watching her. Maya felt uneasy. She did not like the feeling of being watched. Maya tried to ignore him, but it was difficult. She felt like she could not relax. She felt like she was always being watched. She began to feel stressed. She did not want to be afraid in her own community. She wanted to feel safe. She thought about what her mother had said about protecting herself. She thought about how she had been proud of herself for standing up, but now she realized that standing up also meant staying safe. One day, Maya was at the community center with her friends when she saw Aaron standing near the entrance. He was looking directly at her. Maya felt her heart race. She tried to stay calm, but she could feel her hands shaking. She told her friends she needed to leave. They supported her and walked with her out of the building. As they walked away, Aaron followed at a distance. Maya felt scared. She did not know what to do. She felt the urge to run, but she also knew that running might make him more aggressive. She thought about asking for help, but she did not want to cause a scene. She felt trapped between fear and pride. When Maya reached home, she told her parents what had happened. She explained how Aaron was still showing up and watching her. Her parents were worried. They decided to talk to community leaders and ask for help. They wanted to make sure Maya was safe. Maya felt grateful for her family's support. She realized that she did not have to face this alone. The next few days were tense. Maya felt like she was living in a constant state of alert. She tried to focus on her studies, but her mind kept returning to Aaron. She felt tired. She felt stressed. She wondered how long this would last. She wondered if she would ever feel safe again. Maya also noticed that her friends were becoming more protective. They would walk with her and stay close. They would call her to make sure she was okay. They would offer to drive her if she needed to go somewhere. Maya felt grateful, but she also felt sad. She did not want to be seen as someone who needed protection. She wanted to be seen as strong. Despite the fear, Maya continued to work hard. She refused to let Aaron ruin her life. She kept studying and focusing on her dreams. She continued to attend community events, even though it made her nervous. She wanted to show herself that she could still live her life without fear. But deep down, she knew that things were getting worse. She knew that Aaron was not going to stop easily. She knew that she needed to be ready for whatever might happen next. She knew that the story was not over, and she felt a quiet dread inside her. After days of worry and fear, Maya's life began to feel heavier. She could no longer pretend that things were normal. Every time she left the house, she felt the weight of Aaron's presence. She noticed how her friends were always watching her, how her parents were more protective, and how she had started to avoid certain places just to feel safe. She hated feeling like her life had changed because of one person. She hated feeling like she could not move freely. One morning, Maya woke up early and decided to go to the market with her mother. The market was usually a place of joy. It was where people sold food, handmade crafts, and traditional items. It was where neighbors met and shared stories. Maya loved the smell of fresh bread and the sound of people laughing. But that day, the market felt different. She felt nervous, as if something bad might happen. As Maya and her mother walked through the market, they saw familiar faces. People greeted them and smiled. Maya tried to smile back, but her heart was not in it. She felt tense. She was watching the crowd carefully, looking for any sign of Aaron. She did not want to see him. She did not want to feel that fear again. Then she saw him. Aaron was standing near a stall, looking at items as if he was just shopping. But Maya could tell he was not there for the market. He was there for her. Her heart began to race. She felt a cold sensation in her stomach. She tried to stay calm and keep walking, but she could feel his eyes on her. Maya's mother noticed her daughter's change in expression. She followed Maya's gaze and saw Aaron too. Alina's face became serious. She grabbed Maya's hand tightly and pulled her away from the stall. She whispered to her daughter to stay calm and to not respond to him. Maya nodded, trying to stay steady. They moved quickly through the market, trying to put distance between themselves and Aaron. But Aaron followed. He walked at a distance, watching them. Maya felt her fear rise again. She wanted to run, but she also wanted to stay calm for her mother's sake. She did not want to show fear in front of her. When they reached the edge of the market, Aaron approached them. He walked with a calm expression, as if nothing was wrong. Maya's mother stood in front of her daughter, trying to protect her. She looked at Aaron and asked him what he wanted. Aaron smiled and said he only wanted to talk. He said he wanted to explain. Maya felt her heart beat faster. She did not want to listen to him. She did not want to give him another chance. She looked at her mother, hoping for support. Her mother's eyes told her to stay strong and not to respond. Maya nodded, but Aaron continued to speak. He told Maya that he had been thinking about her and that he wanted to fix things. He said he understood that he had made mistakes. He said he wanted to be the person she deserved. Maya listened quietly. She wanted to believe him, but she also felt the old fear returning. Aaron then said something that surprised Maya. He said that he had heard about her dreams. He said that he wanted to support her. He said he wanted to help her go to college and build a future. Maya felt a small spark of hope. She wanted to believe him. She wanted to believe that maybe he had changed. But then Aaron said something else. He said that he wanted to be close to her and that she should not refuse him. He said that if she loved him, she would accept him. He said that she was being unfair by avoiding him. Maya felt her heart sink. She realized that nothing had changed. He still wanted to control her. Maya's mother spoke firmly. She told Aaron that Maya did not want to be with him. She told him that he needed to respect her decision. She said that his behavior was not acceptable. She asked him to leave them alone. Aaron listened for a moment, but then he said something that made Maya's mother pause. He said that Maya was making him feel hurt and that she was being cruel. Maya felt a sharp pain in her chest. She did not want to see her mother hurt. She did not want her mother to feel sad because of her. She wanted to protect her family from this situation. She wanted to find a way to end it without causing more pain. She felt a heavy responsibility on her shoulders. Maya's mother looked at Aaron with a calm but strong expression. She told him that his feelings did not give him the right to pressure Maya. She said that Maya was allowed to choose her own life. She reminded him that respect was not optional. Aaron's smile faded. He looked disappointed. At that moment, a community leader who knew Maya's family approached them. He had been watching from a distance and had noticed the situation. He stepped forward and asked if everything was okay. Maya's mother explained briefly that Aaron had been bothering them and that they needed space. The community leader nodded and said he would talk to Aaron. The community leader spoke to Aaron in a firm but calm voice. He reminded him that the community valued respect and safety. He told him that Maya had the right to say no. He told him that if Aaron continued to bother her, there would be consequences. Aaron listened, but his expression showed that he was not happy. After the community leader spoke, Aaron finally stepped back. He said he would leave, but he also warned Maya that she would regret her decision. Maya felt a chill run through her body. She did not like the tone of his words. She felt like he was threatening her, even if he did not say it directly. Maya and her mother left the market quickly. Maya felt relieved to be away from him, but she also felt scared. She realized that Aaron was not going to stop easily. She realized that he might try to come back again. She realized that she needed to be ready. That evening, Maya talked to her parents again. She told them how Aaron had approached them at the market. She told them what he had said and how he had acted. Her parents listened carefully. They were worried, but they also felt grateful that a community leader had helped. Maya's father, Louis, suggested that they take more steps to protect themselves. He said they could speak to the local police and explain the situation. He said they could also ask for help from community leaders if Aaron continued to bother them. Maya felt nervous about involving the police, but she also understood that safety was important. She did not want to be afraid in her own community. Maya's mother supported the idea. She told Maya that she did not need to be alone in this. She said that their family would stand together. She reminded Maya that she was not responsible for Aaron's behavior. She told her daughter that she deserved to live without fear. Maya felt a mix of emotions. She felt grateful for her family's support. She also felt worried about what might happen next. She wondered if involving the police would make things worse. She wondered if Aaron would become angry. She wondered if he would try to cause more trouble. Despite her fears, Maya knew that she had to do something. She could not continue living with this fear. She could not continue to avoid places she loved. She could not continue to feel watched. She wanted her life back. She wanted to feel safe again. So the next day, Maya's father went to speak to the police. He explained the situation clearly and calmly. He described how Aaron had pressured Maya, how he had tried to control her, and how he had continued to follow her. He asked for help and for protection. The police listened carefully. They took notes and told him that they would look into the matter. Maya felt relieved after the conversation. She felt like she had taken a step toward safety. She felt like she was not alone. She felt like she could finally breathe a little easier. But she also knew that the real test was still ahead. She knew that Aaron might not stop. She knew that she needed to stay strong. As the days passed, Maya continued to focus on her life. She attended school, worked hard, and spent time with her family. She also continued to avoid Aaron as much as possible. She tried to stay strong and not let fear control her. She tried to live her life with courage. But she could not forget the way Aaron had looked at her at the market. She could not forget the feeling of being watched. She could not forget the way he had spoken. She knew that the situation could become more serious. She knew that she needed to be ready for whatever might happen next. Deep inside, Maya felt a quiet strength. She felt the power of her culture and her family. She felt the support of her community. She realized that she was not alone. She realized that she had people who cared for her and who would protect her. She realized that she had the power to choose her own path. And so, she continued forward, waiting for the next moment when she would have to face the truth again. The days after the police meeting felt different for Maya. She still felt the weight of what had happened, but she also felt a sense of relief. It was as if she had taken a step forward and finally started to regain control of her life. The fear did not disappear completely, but it began to feel smaller. She realized that she was not alone and that her family and community were standing with her. Maya's friends continued to support her. They stayed close, checked on her, and offered to help in any way they could. They reminded her that she was strong and that she deserved peace. Maya felt grateful for their support. She began to understand that she did not have to face her challenges alone. She also began to understand that her community was stronger when people stood together. One afternoon, Maya received a message from a community leader. He told her that he had spoken to Aaron and had warned him about his behavior. He said that Aaron had been told to stop contacting her and to stay away from her family. Maya felt a small wave of relief. She hoped that this would be the end of it. She hoped that she could finally move on. But she also knew that she had to stay careful. She knew that words alone did not always solve problems. She decided to continue living her life with awareness. She continued to avoid places where she might run into Aaron. She also made sure that her friends and family knew where she was going. She began to feel like she was taking control again. Maya's mother, Alina, began to notice a change in her daughter. Maya seemed more confident. She walked with her head held higher. She spoke more openly about her dreams. She seemed to have found a new strength. Alina felt proud of her daughter. She remembered how scared Maya had been at first, and she could not believe how far she had come. Maya's father, Louis, also noticed the change. He began to talk to Maya about her future more often. He encouraged her to continue her education. He reminded her that her dreams were important and that she should not let anyone take them away. Maya felt inspired by her father's words. She felt like she had a new purpose. Maya decided to focus on her studies more than ever. She began to spend more time at the library, reading and studying. She started to think about college applications and what she wanted to study. She dreamed of a future where she could help her community and make a difference. She imagined herself working in a field where she could support others, perhaps in education or social work. She wanted to help people who were going through difficult times, just like she had. As she focused on her future, Maya also began to heal emotionally. She talked to her family about her feelings. She shared her thoughts and fears. She also began to speak with a counselor at school. The counselor listened to her carefully and helped her understand her emotions. Maya learned that it was okay to feel scared and that it was okay to ask for help. She learned that healing was a process, not something that happened quickly. Maya also started to reconnect with her cultural roots. She attended community gatherings, participated in traditional dances, and listened to stories from elders. She felt a deep sense of peace when she was surrounded by her culture. It reminded her of who she was and where she came from. It reminded her that she was strong and that her heritage was a source of power. One day, Maya's friend Leela suggested that they volunteer together at a local youth program. The program helped young people with schoolwork and offered support for those who were struggling. Maya liked the idea. She thought that helping others could make her feel stronger. She agreed to join Leela. They began volunteering on weekends, and Maya found the work meaningful. She felt like she was giving back to her community and helping others find their way. As time passed, Maya began to feel more confident. She stopped feeling like she was being watched. She stopped avoiding places she loved. She began to live her life more freely. She started going to community events without fear. She started spending time with her friends and family without constantly thinking about Aaron. She began to feel like herself again. One evening, Maya was at a community gathering with her family. The air was filled with music, laughter, and the smell of food. People were dancing and celebrating. Maya watched the dancers and felt a sense of joy. She felt grateful for her culture and her community. She felt proud of who she was. She realized that she had come a long way from the scared girl who had been pressured and controlled. At that moment, Maya saw Aaron across the crowd. He was standing near the edge of the gathering, looking around. Maya's heart skipped a beat. She felt a flash of fear, but it was not as strong as before. She felt calm. She realized that she was no longer the same person. She had grown stronger. She had learned to protect herself and to stand up for her values. Maya's mother noticed her reaction. She gently placed her hand on Maya's shoulder and looked at her with pride. Maya nodded, showing that she was okay. They continued to enjoy the gathering. Maya did not let Aaron's presence ruin the moment. She felt in control of her emotions. She realized that she could face him without fear. After the gathering, Maya and her family went home. Maya felt tired but happy. She thought about how much she had changed. She thought about the challenges she had faced and how she had overcome them. She felt proud of herself. She realized that she had learned an important lesson, that she deserved respect and that she had the power to choose her own life. The next day, Maya received a message from a teacher at school. The teacher told her that she had been nominated for an award for her hard work and dedication. Maya felt surprised and happy. She realized that her efforts had not gone unnoticed. She felt proud of her achievements. She felt like her future was finally opening up. Maya's parents celebrated with her. They were proud of their daughter. They reminded her that she was capable of anything she wanted. They told her that she had a bright future ahead. Maya felt grateful for their support. She felt like she had a strong foundation to build her life. As the months passed, Maya continued to grow. She applied for college and received acceptance letters from several schools. She felt excited and nervous. She knew that leaving home would be difficult, but she also knew that it was a chance to build the life she wanted. She thought about her family and her community. She promised herself that she would carry their values with her wherever she went. Maya also thought about Aaron sometimes. She did not feel fear anymore, but she felt a sense of sadness. She wondered how someone could change so much and become someone she did not recognize. She wondered why he had tried to control her. She wondered if he had ever understood the pain he caused. She did not hate him, but she also did not want him in her life. Maya realized that the most important thing she had learned was to trust herself. She learned that she did not need anyone to define her worth. She learned that she could stand alone and still be strong. She learned that respect was not something to be begged for, but something that should be given freely. She learned that her dreams were worth protecting. When Maya finally left for college, her family and friends gathered to say goodbye. They hugged her and wished her luck. Maya felt a mixture of emotions. She felt excited for the future, but she also felt a little sad to leave her home. She promised herself that she would return and share her success with her community. As Maya drove away, she looked back at her hometown one last time. She thought about the journey she had been through. She thought about the fear, the pain, and the courage she had found inside herself. She realized that she had grown stronger because of the challenges she faced. She realized that she had learned to protect herself and to choose her own path. Maya took a deep breath and smiled. She was ready for the future. She knew that she would carry her culture, her family, and her strength with her wherever she went. She knew that she had the power to create a life full of respect, love, and purpose.